The who am I question is the one I began with when I first started practicing. The deep, it's a deep question. I had no idea what it might mean, but the question was, and still remains, who am I at core? Who am I without the, the personal and so on and so forth, but the actual core of consciousness? Who am I? So that was the seed of my personal inquiry that began when I was about 16 in many years of meditation, decades, that began at 16. And as I was in this process of meditation, what I found out was that it was good, it was doing a lot, but it wasn't quite enough. I realized that this body was holding things that could be churned. So I took a yoga class. Right? I took a very dynamic, powerful, ujjayi, breathing, vinyasa style yoga class way back in, I don't know, 1980, something like that. And it immediately made this huge movement in my life into the asana aspect of yoga. Years go by, I'm teaching and enjoying and learning and practicing pretty much any posture I wanted to. I would just go after it. I had some excellent teachers, of course, along the way. And there was a drive. I had this tremendous drive. And the thought that I'll find it out. This is yoga. All you have to do is go through the process and you'll find it out. Well, great. But you know what? Asana wasn't quite enough. I needed something more. I needed something which was based on this inner individual person, qualities, traits, all of that, where I could follow those qualities and traits internally in far enough to see where they're coming from, which is this universal pa. And they dissolve back. And they come out and they dissolve back. And I begin to know from the inside, oh, I am that. And I, individual, am this manifest form, this individual. So my process, and the process I offer to you, is not one of up and out, I am universal and I'm nothing but this radiance, because I have 4 children. I have a life. I am in this world, and I know it. So the next task was to accept. Well, in order to accept the personal, what I realized is you can't resist it. Oh, I can't resist these faults and perceived faults and the problems that I don't want to have, right? Without resistance, they don't go away, but they're seen in the perspective of the radiance. So this is what I think of and I talk about practicing. Yes, it's somatic. It's in the body. It's in the environment. It's in the elements that make us up. It's in the consciousness that makes us up. Yes, it's all in there. And it's meant to be in there. We are in this form, radiance into personal, from personal back to radiance. Sometimes we call it death. Sometimes we call it the finish of the exhale. right? Anyway, that is our process. And what we are looking for within this context of inquiry is a sense of freedom to be complete without too much suffering. Yes, there's sorrow, there's pain. Forget about getting rid of that. There is sorrow, there's pain, and there's also spontaneous joy and love. So this is the inquiry that I'm offering here, this personal Patty person offering to you. And if you like, join me. We'll explore together. Thank you.